it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Welcome back. I told you I'll be back in no time. Shout out to all my sponsors at Halo. Thank you so much for all your support. I appreciate you. Let's get into it. Since I'm still on the road and we have limited bandwidth for any kind of scenario. We'll be back to the show very soon, I promise. But welcome back. All right, do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, and turn up your notifications as you're coming live. All right, the first thing I want to talk about today is Sowore returns home after 5 years locked abroad. His first words, "We amaze you." Let me see if I can find this video really quickly. There's a quick lesson I wanted to extract out of it. All right, we have it here. Let's go to it.
A homecoming tonight in New Jersey for a journalist who was detained in Nigeria for nearly 5 years. This is a story we've covered since he was first arrested. And tonight he spoke only to CBS 2's Derek Waller about how he thought he was going to die behind bars.
How does it feel to be home?
I can't even describe it because I never thought I would make it back here.
Nigerian-American journalist Yele Sowore, arrested on charges of treason in 2019, set free on bond, only to be kidnapped in that same courtroom. Tonight, reunited with his wife and 2 children in the Bergen County borough of Haworth, in front of this standing room only crowd. Why is the Nigerian government so afraid of you?
I think my biggest offense is establishing a media company that exposes corruption. Because corruption is Nigeria's biggest problem.
The founder of SaharaReporters.com brought home with help from Congressman Josh Gottheimer.
Can't wait to you to come home and so we can have a slice of pizza, because I know that's what I would miss both if I were away. So we got you a pie. I promised you a pie.
His office putting pressure on Nigerian officials and the U.S. State Department, helping with Sowore's green card.
After you travel for a year without coming here, you lose it. So it wouldn't have been easy had he not been involved.
His wife, Opiyami, also instrumental, appearing on CBS 2 multiple times over the years and organizing this yellow ribbon campaign, one for each day her husband was wrongfully detained.
Yele, we love you. We're so happy that you're home safely. We're going to do a bonfire tonight and take your passport.
Are you going to burn that passport?
Well, my wife might burn the passport, but you can't burn the will to make Nigeria become a democratic, a successful and prosperous society. So,
will you ever go back?
I will. There's no going back on making Nigeria a better country.
And sadly, the number of journalists around the world being wrongfully detained is on the rise. With authoritarian regimes in places like Russia, Iran, China, Turkey, cracking down on something that, frankly, many Americans take for granted. Freedom.
All right, so let's talk about that really quickly. Why am I bringing this up? You know, I thought the wife was quite inspiring. If you don't know who Sowore is, Sowore is still the editor, the publisher of Sahara Reporters. It's a journalist, you know, out of New York City, and is also a friend to my uncle, who we run Sharpest News TV together. All right, so let's talk about this really quickly. The wife, you know, she's a special person. Okay, has to, whatever they have together has got to be a special thing. Looking from the outside in, of course, we don't know them like that, right? But this guy was locked down in Nigeria. They seized his passport. He was arrested. He could have, frankly, lost his life, okay? Because there are people, the journalists like that have lost their lives, you know, especially when they're charging treasonable charges, all this kind of craziness, you know, in a society where political powers have they don't yield to law like that, you know, not like you know it in the Western world, right? So he's a very lucky man. He made it back to New York, New Jersey safely. But I find it quite interesting that she was still joking around. She was joking, by the way, that she's going to burn the passport. That sounded like a joke, but that also you know, it's funny because there's some level of truth to what she's trying to express there, that we don't want him to go again as a family. So imagine I think he has teenage children. Imagine how much they've grown in 5 years. Now, some people might look at the wife and say, oh yeah, look at your mate. That's one wife who waited for 5 years. Baba, don't be comparing your partner. Don't do that to yourself, okay? In fact, the moment you do that, you shoot yourself on the legs, okay? Either you're a man or a woman. The moment you start comparing, see your mates. The moment you start doing things like see your mates, don't you see your mate? You might even have a good reason to do it, but it's a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. In fact, let me play this video for you, a video that I reacted to earlier on TikTok today. That can probably put some justice on this. Oh, interesting. The video did not do well, but let's just look at it. Let me show this video for you.
I will go to work, come back from my night. In Nigeria, you're going to tell me to do that? Here, I will still make you breakfast, still make you lunch, still make you dinner. If I'm in Nigeria, you're going to help people to sweep the house. You cannot help. Don't say my children. You don't. I don't have my children. So don't say children. If children. You want me to come and do what you want? I don't know what I go. You have a plan B. You have a plan now. You have a plan B. That's why you said you have the God to tell me to hurry up. You are telling me to hurry up. Yes. I'll go hurry up. You go try down your plan B. Make me start to be. You go try down your plan B. No worry. Let me go grab it. Yes, get out.
She said, you're not useful to me. You're not useful, right? Now, obviously, we don't know what happened there. Obviously, he probably is in a lot of wrongs. But the lesson I want to extract out of this is when she starts to say, you're not useful to me. Let's keep going. She said, cook rice, you cannot cook rice. Make fish, you cannot make fish. Okay, now, her reasons for saying these things, essentially, being disrespectful, okay? Not being disrespectful. Having lost all types of respect for her husband, okay? There's a difference. There's a difference between somebody that has lost respect for her husband and somebody that's just been disrespectful. Now, I'm not disagreeing that she's been disrespectful. I just don't know what happened before they got into this place, right? But bottom line is that this woman does not have any respect for that man. Let's keep going.
They say, do, you cannot do. Every time you are complaining.
She says, they say, do, you cannot do. Every time that you're complaining.
You carry title ship from the way from Nigeria. You come to Canada with title ship.
She carried title ship from Canada. It might be a skit, by the way. I don't know. Because I was actually asking who recorded the video. I feel like I might have seen them. I'm not sure. But anyway, this happens in real life, right? And she said, you brought that title ship to, it sound like Igbo people, people care about title ship in Nigeria. I guess it is what it is. Let's keep going.
Don't support your wife. Are you not looking at your mate?
Okay, that part. Are you not looking at your mate? Do everything in your do everything in your power to never say that to your partner, either woman or man. Okay? Because whatever is happening in that moment, these two shall last. These two shall pass, right? Whatever is happening in that moment is probably not going to last a lifetime. And you're going to end up, that's going to continue to be your husband, your wife. Don't do that. Even if you have a good reason. For example, case in point, you have a Sowore's wife who waited for the husband for 5 years, not knowing what's going to happen. She might have warned him, please don't engage in politics. Please don't. She might have done things like that, but you never hear a single day that she came out to say anything like that. That is, number one, a testament to the type of relationship they had before. It must have been healthy. Okay, so don't just throw jabs at your partner without knowing what kind of work that whoever you're comparing them to, you don't know what kind of work has gone into that relationship. Okay, and if you don't know, the best thing you can do is to just chill and try to understand what's going on. Engage your active listening skills. Be patient with yourself, because again, remember, these two shall pass. That's true across the board. So why would you want to take this moment and destroy the ego, destroy whatever it is that attracted you to this man, to this woman? You're going to destroy their self-esteem just because you're hurt in that moment in time. It's a bad idea. The point of this short clips here is, number one, congratulations to Sowore. Number two, Do not compare your partner to other people. It's bad habits. It's a testament to your lack of skills, and you're probably, it's a bad idea altogether. It's not a good idea to do that. All right. Somebody said, well, I support his wife. She tried. Aha. So that's when people say she tried, right? Nigeria politics is nobody's mate. It is not for the faint-hearted. All right. So that type of woman has to be a warrior in her own right, besides obviously a warrior of a man, right? It's a miracle that she hasn't lost her husband. I don't blame her. If you be the wife, we don't miss doking, you go talk past waiting she talk. You see, they're already starting to compare. So if this person has a wife at home, they would have a tendency to compare their wife to Sowore's wife. Listen, your wife is your wife. That's who you attracted. You better know how to nurture that relationship. If you don't, you know now. You know, if you don't, you go collect. The point being, be careful when you compare your wife to other people, or you compare your husband, your romantic partner. The result of it is always negative. It always backfires. It's not going to be what you want. You're not going to generate the result you're looking for. You're going to generate precisely the opposite of the result you're looking for. But let me know your thoughts about this. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you can be notified whenever we go live. Let me know what you think, right? If this was you, would you wait for your husband? And if you would, what are the conditions? Somebody said it doesn't have to be conditional. It's not conditional, Baba. It's conditional. Okay, the human beings are not capable of unconditional love outside of God. Listen to what I just said. Human beings are not capable of unconditional love. I didn't say man or woman. Human beings are not capable of unconditional love outside of God. But nonetheless, let me know what your thoughts are. I'll see you in about 20 seconds.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, welcome back. Let's talk about Cuppy or $10 couldn't say no to proposal from Fiance, and now this. Anyway, let's watch this. There's a video. Oh my god, can I record that video? I think I may be able to pull it up. Let me play this video first, and then I'll see if I can pull it up.
One of the things I learned is saying no. Saying no. No, I had one of, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I had one of the worst years of my life last year because I did not say no. I didn't say no to opportunities that I should have said no to. I didn't say no to a fiance I should have said no to. I didn't say no to, taking things on. I was at the BBC, I had a morning breakfast show, then I was DJing, then I was planning a wedding, then I was in Oxford University. I burnt myself out. And none of us are any good to ourselves or other people when we're burnt out. So we have to deal with that guilt that comes with saying no. It is okay to say no. One of the things I learned.
All right, that's absolutely apt. That's a good point. You have to learn how to say no in life. Every time you say yes, you're also saying no to other things. So you definitely want to be wise around that. And whenever you're saying no, you're also saying yes. So in life, in a world where we have to prioritize and there's so much going on, you better know how to say no. Okay, in corporate life, in romantic relationships, with regards to prospects for romance, you have to know how to say no sometimes. Now, how you say no is another topic entirely too. You want to make sure that you're not just burning bridges that you have no idea what you're doing, right? So, but she's right. Not the part where she talked about the fiance, but let's see.
No. Saying no. No, I had one of, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I had one of the...
Now, she's talking about, she said no to her fiance, right? But there's a video here that we did. Let me see exact dates when she got this video was December 13, 2022. We're now in 2024 in March, so that must be what, about 15-16 months. Okay, so this is what I said at the time. I'm just gonna play that video for you. Now we'll take it from there. I'm curious, let me see who is in the chat at this time. I saw some chat just now. Where did they go? Let me just play this. Okay, we see D-Love has been rocking with us for a long time now. Chinye has been rocking with us for a long time now. Gracious Greatness, what's going on, brother? I haven't seen you in a while. Isabel Chukura, all right, this is a while back. All right, I don't know how many subscribers we had at this time, but today we just hit 5,000 subscribers. That's awesome, right? Anyway, let's keep it going. Please share the videos. All right, we have work to do. Let me see what we said at this time. This was a while back, about 16 months ago. Ryan ma collect. Ryan go collect. All right, so this was fresh after proposal. What did I say? I said Ryan ma collect. It took 16 months for that to actually happen. Let me play it again. The title. What was the title again? Let me. The title says Ryan ma collect. Ryan go collect woto. So she says she met this guy 25 days in, right? And then they were proposed. And I'm like, proposed? What do you mean? Ryan go collect woto. Yep. So let's do some. Wait, let me go back a little bit. If you look at that tweet, some Lola Okunrin, DJ Cuppy on Twitter moved. This was November 2022. On Twitter, moved from I don't have a man to I'm engaged, skipping I'm in a relationship. That's how women do. God when. But they are in a 4 years romantic relationship with one of the best guys in the world. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Yep. So let's do some background of this. There's going to be tons of lessons in this, by the way. As always. So stay tuned, definitely. There were some tweets, obviously Nigerians are responding online. Nigerians, we don't have a problem giving our opinions. No, right? We don't. I've been doing it for a while, right? Here too. I don't have any issues with what Trevor said. It's not easy at all. Both parties have to be matured to be. Anyway, I guess what I said is that Ryan ma collect, right? So now, I'm curious to see. So now she's using it as a lesson now, long after that situation. She's saying she should have said no, okay? And she said that last year, 2023, is the worst year. I mean, the boy was literally acting like a little boy from the little bit we can see. And it just wasn't a fit. A lot of people had a theory that maybe she was desperate. She wanted to be like her sister, Tammy, I think, who is with Mr. Easy, right? The singer, Afrobeat singer, Mr. Easy. But let me see what somebody said here. Somebody said, thank you, Cuppy, for always being yourself and not pretending like a lot of people. This is one of the reasons why I felt like Ryan ma collect, because Cuppy doesn't seem like the person that can live a life for too long. She doesn't have to. That's the number one. I told you, when people have choices, you better come with some real intrinsic value, because it just won't last. Okay. And what you see with women nowadays, which is why a lot of men are complaining, like, oh, they just leave, like, because there was somebody japa and they dump you because they japa, but there was no intrinsic value. There was no I didn't say it's your fault, but there was no intrinsic value. That's why they japa and then they dumped you. Obviously, you're not telling us the rest of the story and everything in between. You have to tell us the rest of the story. Right? Somebody actually put it right. I saw, like, if you know that there is shakiness in your marriage, do not take our brother. I said that's probably the most accurate version of that advice. If you know that there are holes in your, but I need you to acknowledge that there are holes in that marriage in the first place before you take them japa. The point I'm making here is that if there's no intrinsic value, a woman who has options, a person who have options will dump your ass, only a matter of time. Okay, so if there's no intrinsic value in what, quote unquote, what you bring to the table, in reality, not the question at the date. Okay, that is still a dumb question to ask a person at a date. Anyway, thank you, Cuppy, for always being yourself and not pretending like a lot of people. Thank you for always trying, even when they say you aren't good, to keep pushing. Thank you, teaching people, unlike people who already have it all, like you, and live like their lives are perfect. All right. Somebody said, nah, I no longer say no. I just ask God to take it away, and somehow it just leaves. You disconnected. Jesus Christ. And somehow it just leaves. Not everyone can deal with the guilt of saying no. Well, no. If you want to take the advice that she's giving properly, you have to learn how to say no. Like I said, how you say no is also everything, but there are situations in life where you have to explicitly say no. Okay, because human beings are not your mates. They would drag you in their stupid mud. If you don't have a backbone, you just collect. You don't want to stop giving excuses until you've been in situations. Learn. Just know now that at some point in life, wouldn't you rather know that right now than later? At some point, you start valuing knowing how to say no. Anyway, you want to finish a whole proposal like her first, and then you get dragged through the mud on social media that you have a fiance, and then you have to lie and then keep up with the lie before, and then you are praying that God will take it away, when you could just say, could work. It's not working. Don't get me wrong, you have to make sure that you're ready for whatever no you're trying to give. But the guilt of saying no, that's not good. You have to be able to say no. Okay, if it's not serving any of the parties. We're humans. Sometimes we are not sure of things, and so it's safer to ask the higher power to help you orchestrating. That's nonsense. That's just you sugarcoating nonsense into God all over again as usual. Wahala. She really missed the ex. If you can't stay with a calm guy like Victor and Ichebe, then why is Temi not chatting like this on socials? It says a lot about both personalities. This is not a fair comparison. She is talking to a room where she was invited to speak to women. Emma Yara in brain now. Jesus Christ. She's speaking to her audience in the room, and she just happened to be filmed. She probably filmed herself. That's fine. But I think the joke she made was in good taste. I don't think she misses that guy. Learn how to read body language. This girl does not miss that guy. That guy don't collect. Woto. Premium breakfast. Precisely how it was predicted 16 months ago. We all know she might be the problem. Whatever. We don't know. Okay. We don't know the rest of the story, so we don't know. But I don't think that's relevant to what she's saying. All right. We don't have to know everything before you can extract a lesson. I can totally relate to this. Thanks, Cuppy, for always being true to yourself. I think that's accurate from what I've seen. That doesn't mean she knows how to do everything, but she's true to herself. All right. And when people can at least say this is where I'm at, then there's also room for growth. So nobody's saying she should stay stagnant to being true to just being that. But if you can identify where you are or come off as a truthful person, but people can read lies in your rhetoric, you just want to sugarcoat everything up front, of course, you probably have to keep up with the lies as usual. All right. So, nice people struggle with boundaries, and it can be exhausting. Yeah, when people say boundaries, I used to push against that. I still do. It depends on the context, obviously. But what it means is that just learning how to say no, it just means you know how to prioritize. That's what it means. You need that. There's a whole chapter on priorities in the number one red flag, and even at different layers, So you might want to go check out number one red flag. Spell it out, oneredflag.com. You can download the book for free from there. All right, let's get it going. I think that was awesome. I think it's good to see this kind of like story play out fully right in front of our face. Let me know what your thoughts are. Who do you think chopped breakfast, Ryan or Cuppy? Let me know your opinion in the chat. All right, let me know. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live, and I will be back in 20 seconds.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Welcome back. All right, so let's talk about Mowry. I don't know. Let me just use my accent. Mowry and husband on red carpet, and this happened. Awkward. Anyway, recall. Let's talk about it real quick. Recall that Mowry graduated from her 14 years marriage. Somebody said, "You won't leave this girl alone." No, I won't, because she's a celebrity, and I think she can handle it. She's actually handling it very well, whatever she's going through. She filed for divorce from her 14 years of marriage. I guess it was, I'm looking at the date, around October 2022. And she's also made a few appearances then. The first one being, I just feel like we graduated. You know how you go through a curriculum and you just think that time is just in the past. Anyway. And then last Christmas, they spent the Christmas together as a family. I thought that was really good. Some people said there's no chance. They will never come back together. I said, stop projecting. I said, well, you never know. Okay, there are actually people out there who have come together, or they're still together. They're just not together on paper. If he can maintain his cool, he can probably keep her in his life for the rest of their life, and maybe doesn't have to do anything with paperwork. But nonetheless, we don't care. Do you care? No, I mean, we just care that they're in a good place. Ultimately, everybody needs to have a healthy.
Don't care.
A healthy, a good mental health. It's not marriage is not worth it if you're going to be suffering at a mental level. It's just not worth it. But if you can figure it out and have a good life, awesome life, then marriage is absolutely worth it, and it is an achievement. Stop lying to yourself.
That is God.
Stop lying. Okay? You could just explain tired.
You go explain because no evidence.
Anyway, so they met on the red carpet recently. So some hopeless romantic were hoping that the Christmas, everything that they spent together with the kids, maybe they'll come back together. Oh, they were so cute and all. But you can see this announcement that I just pulled up from Hollywood Melanin from October 4, 2022. It says Mowry has filed for divorce from her husband of 14 years, Corey Hardict. Something like that. According to TMZ, they filed paperwork. Somebody said, "No way, I love them." Somebody said, "This is depressing." Honestly, that story was depressing because they just look at the smile on their, especially her. Oh my gosh, she kept herself together well. But anyway, so honestly, I'm happy to hear when people file for divorce. She ain't go with the issue. These are the devil out here. Honestly, I'm happy to hear when people file for divorce. It means they were likely unhappy for a long time and are taking a huge step towards the life they want. But you don't have to say I'm happy. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Do you have to use that phrase, I'm happy?
Sorry.
This is what I mean by social intelligence, emotional intelligence. Like, come on, you can't. If she's not happy when she filed for divorce, there's no way you should be able to. You should have that freedom to use that phrase, "I'm happy," when somebody filed for divorce, regardless of what your stupid woke interpretations of what happened in that marriage was. Okay, filing for divorce shows that the person valued themselves and the other person enough to make a change in a situation that is not working, so both parties can find healing and real happiness. All of the best. Beg. That first phrase left a bad taste in our mouth.
You go explain because no evidence.
Alright. You can't say I'm happy. You can't prephrase that with I'm happy. That's just projection all day long. That's terrible. Anyway, The rest of the point, I guess, is she has a point. That sucks. Not so long ago, she was calling him my king. Yeah, people go in and out of the feelings and stuff. This is why they will tell you, make sure you calm down and seek help before you go listening to the advice from your girls or your manosphere friends, and then you file for divorce because somebody lost respect for you. Emma, calm down. Talk to someone. Talk to a couple of people, and of course be wise about who you talk to. But I'm just saying, there's probably somebody out there who knows something you don't know on how to make a marriage work. You know, like skills, like everything else in life where we acquire skills. That part. Our husband must be gay, Weary. No, reconsider, find spiritual support, contact Tony Evans Ministry. Don't break up your family. Yeah, I know. Now this right here does not mean a divorce should not happen, but this is more of a natural, healthy response to a divorce, because nobody goes into a marriage wanting it to break down. Anyway, why are we covering this today? The awkward moment, right? I'm so sorry. Okay. This was before I go into that. This was the statement she made. She said, "I've always been honest with my fans, and today is no different. I wanted to share that Corey and I have decided to go our separate ways. These decisions are never easy and not without sadness." See, it's not without sadness. You can't be saying I'm happy for her. My Yara in brain. These decisions are never easy and not with sadness. We will maintain the friendship as we co-parent our beautiful children. I am grateful for all the happy times we had together and want to thank my friends, family, and fans for your love and support as we... All right. So I just thought I'd bring you up to speed with what happened there. But this is what happened last week, 6 days ago. That was October 2022. So we're talking about 20 months ago. No, 16 months ago or something like that. But listen, look at this, all right?
Thank you so much.
Awkward. You want to see that again?
Thank you so much.
She waved. The wave. Listen, I saw a little bit deeper into that smile that she had on her face. Okay, all right. She's not angry with this guy. He's definitely not angry. What it looks like is that they had a lot of toxic arguments that they normalized. There were resentments. There were issues that were brushed under the rug for years, right? But these people were friends, right? And really, if people will leverage friendship more, they will have more healthier relationships and marriages. Okay, it's not the end all be all, but as a good backbone, like a core of the relationship, something you yield to when everything else fails. All the expectations will fail. Your pride will get in the way. His or her pride will get in the way. Okay, sometimes you're not just there. Sometimes the hormones are dictating of the direction of things. Sometimes them goddamn children will take over your lives. But when you have friendship, you can get through a whole lot. I'm not going to say everything, but a whole lot. A whole lot more than you could probably imagine. Why? Because, I don't know, you just got to put a lot of that weight that you're carrying, put it on the friendship. Let the friendship carry it for you. Right? So you should always start from a place of friendship. Always start. And if you don't have it already and you're already in a situation, it's not too late. You can build friendship. You can pause everything, put everything on hold and say, we gotta have a friendship. Friendship. It's gonna be difficult if you didn't have it before. And if you had it before and there's been some damages like toxic arguments, like controlling behavior, like narcissistic, controlling, manipulative, you can't talk, I'm the wife, I'm the husband, just shut up, dismissive. All the things that happen in marriages when people go into it without the necessary skills. Yeah. Somebody finally, after about 1 hour, just said congratulations to the post. Let me see if anybody else did. Oh, shout out to Owner Spot Live. She said congratulations. I appreciate that. And then shout out to Lyndon Yako 6060 says congratulations. All right, so let me see. Hold on 1 second, babe. Babe, I'm live. I'll call you when I'm done, okay?
Okay, baby.
All right.
Bye.
All right. So anyway, look at this awkward moment again. This looks like friendship to me. Well, let me play it again. See the wave? See that wave? And then it's like, and it's awkward. The handshake, it's probably more like hug on this if they were not on the red carpet, but he wasn't sure what they want to put out, right? And she gets to dictate, and it's not, listen, so it's a happy wife, happy life. That's not the problem. That's your problem, okay? You can't look at momentary events to determine the overall results that the person is creating. If that's how he's able to create what he wants out of his relationship with his ex-wife, who, by the way, you do need to have a solid relationship with, that's what works for him, okay? As long as he gets the overall results that you're probably not getting. That's all that matters. Anyway, that's what's wrong with our society. Baba, you go do all right, I promise. Anyway, somebody said Tia Mowry ran into her ex-husband Korea addict on the red carpet at the Essence Black Women in Hollywood Awards. The two finalized their divorce back in April 2023, and they've maintained a co-parenting relationship. Somebody said, to be clear, he was awkward. She was not. No, it was an awkward thing, and I think they were trying to put up a different front, and they weren't sure. There was no agreement around it. That doesn't mean they are asleep with each other. I'm just saying, there's always more than what meets the eyes. Is that how they say? There's always more. What it looks like is she's waving with a big old smile, and it's like, did you want to do that on camera or not? Okay, all right, and then she pulled him. It's cute. Even if they never get back together again, this is the kind of space, that's the goal if you have children with a person, so that you can actually truly move on and actually enjoy the rest of your life, okay? And of course, that increases the chance that you might just be able to rebuild something back with that person, if that's what you want only, or if that's what both of you want only. He wasn't sure if the handshake or hug was appropriate, and they're in public. There you go. So maybe he wanted to also not cross any boundaries. That's exactly what I just saw. Some people didn't see that. Somebody was seeing a simp. The other person was seeing arrogant man. Some other person was saying he's probably toxic. So some people were just seeing the negative stuff. But it is what it is. That's just human beings. They act like they don't see each other when they drop the kids off. Somebody's now like, what y'all been doing behind the scenes? Anyway, he was awkward. She's good. That's how it goes sometimes. She was cool. He couldn't handle it. No, he was trying to be respectful. Somebody said, is the church hug far for me? Anyways, what do you think it was? I want to know what your opinion is. Okay, what do you personally think it was? Do you think that was some awkward stuff you just saw, or what are your thoughts around that? Let me know. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. The real lesson in this is friendship. Please don't try to build any kind of romance without friendship at the core of it. It will fall apart. You can't carry that weight. Okay, it will fall apart. But let me know, what do you think about this once? You think there's a chance? Maybe. Would you like that? I don't know. Anyway, it's very hard to come by a divorce where people are actually moving amicably and with respect, and they can spend Christmas together and take pictures together with her arms on his lap and stuff. It's very hard. At the very minimum, there's some kind of solid friendship going on in that situationship. I'll be back in 20 seconds. Let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we drop videos and go live. 20 seconds.
Girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One loving up, we done enough.
All right, what do we have here? We have some bass bows from Porsha Williams and Simon at it on social media. All this after divorce initiation. All right, hopefully my recordings are good. I don't know what's going on with this thingy here. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully all is well. All is well. Let's talk about Porsha Williams. Porsha Williams is a reality TV star, and basically I don't know if this is dragging. I don't know what's going on, but it's not like I expect anything more from this once, because the way they got married, there's no way you can have friendship from meeting a person and falling heads over heels in love, and you're now romantical, and 2 months later you're obsessed with each other. Yeah, that can't, remember we just talked about friendship. It's very, very difficult to claim that you have friendship in that space. Very, very difficult. I don't know how you're going to claim that you have friendship when you just met somebody for 2 weeks, or shout out to Cuppy, 25 days, and then you get engaged and then you start having titles. I don't know. How are you going to do that? The couple had only been married for 15 months, okay? Before, a few weeks ago, when they found out, there's all kind of public records showing that he was once deported. He's been asked to leave the country one time. He was also deported, and then allegedly he came back in with a different identity, all kind of stuff. Allegedly, they're questioning his source of income. Is it a scam? Is it blah blah blah? A lot of people are questioning the legitimacy of Simon Gubadia, our own brother from the Edo. Anyway, the couple had only been married for 15 months. She filed for divorce 1 week after announcing she was returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Porsha also signed a deal with NBC Universal, which will allow her to take on scripted project opportunities across the company's broadcast and streaming properties. All right. So why are we talking about this today? There's some things that happen, okay? Now, first of all, the way they got together, it was kind of weird. It almost seems like, how do I say this? So, she went to, what it looks like on the reality TV show is that she went to visit some young lady. Her name is Failing. That young lady was married to Simon Gubadia. And then a few months later, that young lady was caught allegedly by Simon Gubadia for cheating. She did end up with the person she was accused of dating, their houseboy, jailing. Right? And then they married, they had a child. And then Simon and Porsha got married in lavish weddings. Okay. Let me see if I can get this thing to move a little faster. I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully our recordings are good, or hopefully. But anyway, let me see what's going on here. Let me just make sure that all is well. Okay. I don't think there's much I could do right now. Let me just turn off the camera for now. All right. So, and that's how they got together. They got married, lavish Edo style wedding, Nigerian wedding, Owambe, Otidebe, and Yankee wedding too, So now, after all that news broke about him being deported, a few days later, Porsha filed for divorce. Okay. So now we're seeing posts and stuff from Porsha. The first post says Porsha Williams appears to still wear wedding ring despite sharing cryptic message amid divorce from Simon Gubadia. If you keep telling your lies, I will start speaking my truth. What truth? What truth could you possibly know about this man in 15 months? His story goes back as far back as 1982 in the public. Like, I don't think anybody's going to be surprised, So, I don't think anybody's going to be surprised. The reality TV star posted a video on her Instagram today, March 11th, that featured herself being dolled up by her glam team. Okay. So then she posted this. She said, if you keep telling your lies, I will start speaking my truth. That was the fast bass boast that came from them. Okay. All right. So then after that, Okay, so you also see this same post. Okay. And then today, I think this is 13 hours ago now, or so. About 13 hours ago. Okay. I think, yeah, the internet is fluctuating for me. I'll be back home soon. Okay. So sorry. And then she posted, if you're behind, he posted earlier on today, say, if you're behind Porsha's filing for divorce, please step up and own her mental state of mind, dumbass. All right, how do we read this? How should we read this? What should we take away from this? He posted this, okay? So he's also cannot stay away from social media. I even saw a comment somewhere. Somebody said, this is Israel DMW's older brother. Elder brother. I said, wow. Anyway, so they're dragging each other. Just wow. Somebody said, just wow. Is it going to be toe same line as the other guy? Who's the other guy? Oh, Cordell? No. The one between them. I forgot his name. Porsha knows how to pick them. Apparently, she knows how to vet. He reached for him to craze. He spent so much, man. He spent so much. Isn't that what you do when you do weddings? Abi, what is this one? Somebody says Simon is hurt. Poor thing. Simon is there's a video of him out there saying he's like a hopeless romantic, or when he falls in love or something. He's definitely a lover boy, and he uses money to attract women. It usually doesn't end well when what you've got is just money. No intrinsic value, just money. It's like a person who take a bunch of money into the stock market and they want to day trade, and they don't take the time to study fundamentals. Today is not Wealth Building Wednesday, but there you have it. Okay, you don't know anything about the business, but you want to day trade, but you also don't invest time in learning how to day trade because that's an actual skill. Nothing. You just want to bet your money, and then you're hoping, you're gambling essentially. That's what it is when you're using money to attract women. You're essentially gambling. Because you are the kind of people that will come back and tell us that you're the kind of people that will come and tell us that we're just lucky, Baba. No, Baba. You are unfortunate. No. You are the unfortunate one. And not just because of the girl, because the girl was sitting jejely. You're unfortunate because that wisdom is not going to work. That you can just use money to buy women. Okay, and as you can see here, you will have more than enough supporters who don't know what the hell they're talking about. They will say things like, he reached him for him to Chris. He spent so much, man. Madness. Simon is hurt, poor thing. You don't they reach like this. Am I on what kind of tattoo room? Okay, tattoo room. It's Niger blog. This guy is cray. Someone says Simon will marry Porsha to taunt his ex-wife. They throw shade. I think a part of him did that because he was looking to use her to shine. He never starts to they cry. Say you never see anything. I need that. If you see that, please. If you see that sound effect anywhere, you never see anything.
I never spelled it.
Anyway, this one is worse than OBO Israel, Lobato. Marriage is like a mysterious gift box wrapped with a beautiful ribbon. It looks good from the outside. Only you open it and realize there is a lot of learning and unlearning to do. I'm sorry. You can't put marriage in the same statement as whatever they had together. I'm sorry. And I'm not being disrespectful. There's just some simple rules here. Things like get to know a person. Like, come on. Before you know, and like I just said, don't use money to marry people. Because there's no money, there's no value inside of money outside of what you're going to use the money to acquire. The money, you don't store money in the house. right? You use to acquire things, to buy things, and even the things you're buying is not really the value. There's something that the things you're buying make you feel. Okay, just look around your house. You see a bunch of nonsense that you bought that you're actually not using, but somehow there's a feeling that made you bought something, that you bought something that you're not going to use, like all those shoes in the closet. It makes you feel some type of way, and that feeling is what you're buying, not the shoes. You have to really, really think deeper when it comes to value. Where does value come from? It's not money. It's usually not what you buy with the money. Okay, iPhone is the value I'm getting from iPhone is not just the phone. Okay, this thing is cult. It's a cult. I forgot, right? There's a sense of community, a sense of belonging. There's a whole lot that goes into why you. So money is so far from value, outside of just what you can use it to acquire. So you definitely don't want to dwell on how much money you spent, because that's why I'm telling people, if you're spending all that money on wedding, you're gonna come back and resent yourself later on. We're warning you now. We're warning you. Somebody said also, so that one is not counting. I'm not gonna go with that. Let me look at some of these comments on they're trying to sell the hell out of this upcoming season. Let me play along with them, child. No, I'm sorry. This is real. All right. I will, just like I just reminded you of Cuppy. If I'm wrong, I will also come back and say, yeah, you're right. I was wrong. Okay. This, whatever they're going through, is real. All right. Of course, the producers at the outlet will leverage the story, of course, and they will sell out on leveraging it so she can make more money, ratings, right? They might even offer more money. Okay. But no, this is real. Y'all was married for 20 minutes. Wrap this up. See, exactly. Now that's a better, more accurate statement than, marriage is a bunch of things you wrap with ribbon, and if you open it, like, I beg, go and sit down somewhere. That's another person trying to say there's no formula to a marriage that works. Go and sit down somewhere. Okay. Somebody said they laid up together writing this and laughing. Aha. There you go. Social media citizens. They're just pretending. They just want to sell us a show. You that can or people can just start fighting. You watch. They have to put their life on the line for you to watch TV. I beg, and sit down somewhere. Them, they were just in love. Yeah, but trust. I mean, think about it. What is love without trust? If you didn't know all this part of his life before, and all of that came out in the public filing, and she wasn't privy to that, she would never feel safe. Let me find out Simon a queen. Oh, the shaming language. Oh, God. They're going to drag this man by his tails. They went from sugar to shit quick. Yeah, because there was nothing there in the first place. We have to look at this one like that. There was nothing there. She stole that. Okay, you can't steal a human being, but you know what I mean. Yeah, right. You know what I mean, all right? The script for the show is being written before our little birdie eyes. Yeah, right. How did you go from saying be is peace to now speaking your truth in a matter of a week? Leave that in. Human being are your mate.
Sorry.
Remember I told you, don't be comparing your husband or your wife to a Sowore wife. Listen, most human beings, if it gets down to survivor, they will take care of themselves. Okay. Not Simon chimed in through the comments. Very sassy response. Did he respond in the comment? I haven't seen that. Oh, wait. Oh, he actually, I didn't see that. Did you guys see this? Oh my God, he actually responded. He said, can't wait. Wow, this for real, with popcorn emojis. Can't wait. If you keep telling your lies, I will start speaking your truth. Because he kept posting videos of cars, like life is moving on. Actually, I think he posted a video with a girl on a yacht. I don't know, man. This guy is gonna get exposed really badly. There's too many entertainment interest. He's gonna get exposed really badly. You remember when I said it, right? Okay, all right, good. This is really giving storyline for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I honestly think Porsha, there's none of them that have ever pretended like this. People said this when, what's her name? The one that married the prisoner. I forgot her name now. The Bororo prisoner. By the time people say, they just storyline, blah, blah, blah. They are still divorced. How many years later? I beg you. It's not worth it for them to spend all this time cooking. They don't have to cook up a story for you. They can just have people show up to a scene and they instigate small fights in their story, and then they will give you guys what you guys want. You have to go through dragging their own life and marriage to make you happy. Yeah, right. Beg Goni. How much are you going to pay them for that? I honestly think Porsha, in a sense, used Simon to make a point to Denise, but then she started somewhat liking Simon. Now we're here. There was no like in that situation. There was no like. I actually think she actually really liked Dennis. That's his name, the guy in the middle. I think she really liked Dennis, but I think Dennis also had a lot of stuff in it. Yeah, a lot of stuff and secret. So she can never trust anybody ever again, okay? That means if I'm going down, you're going down with me. Anyway, let me see if there's some other comments here that we can get through in the next 3 minutes or so. Let's see. Yeah. Somebody said, bye, Porsha. We don't care. We don't care.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
All right. Somebody that has sense, finally. Okay. I think people have opinion is fine. Any opinion is fine. I'm just catching clues. Somebody said, I don't think any of this is for a storyline. At least I'd hope not. People need to grow up and handle their business as adults. My generation is making us look bad. This is what's going on. This is two people that did not acquire the necessary skill set before they go into a shamble of a marriage that was obvious from day one. Okay? That's what you have here. Let's not be deceiving ourselves.
Child, there is God. Oh.
Let's not deceive ourselves, okay? That's what this is. I bet it is going to be on the show, but I'll watch it. It's going to be on the show because that's what they do, right? They try to film as much as they can film to get you guys entertained. But none of this is made up. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
Okay. None of this is made up. Simon is hurt, poor thing. Okay, we already touched that. Marriage is like a mysterious blah blah balloon blah. This was has a message for whoever is behind Porsha. This was the same post. It's kind of like he's saying Porsha can't think for herself. No, he's saying they had an argument and you've affected. She's crying on the phone. You've affected my state of mind. Dare you, devil? How dare you, devil, come into my life and turn it upside down? And it's like, wait. I didn't send you to go and file for it. You filed for the divorce because you couldn't wait for my explanation. Okay? So get away from the phone right now. Did I send you to go and file?
Explain, because no evidence.
That's what. So then he came to social media to come and explain to us. That's what you're looking up for. Okay? And you know what? Simon, it's going to end up in McDonald's.
You will end up in McDonald's.
Yeah. But anyway, let's leave it at that for today. All right. That's Porsha Williams. Grab your popcorn. Okay. If Simon is grabbing popcorn, you grab your popcorn. But particularly, we're not going to just laugh over other people's misery. There's going to be tons of lessons in this. Okay. It's going to be tons and tons and tons of lessons we're going to learn from this. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One loving up, we done enough.